Disabled people must have allies outside the disability community to survive. Getting involved with organizations promoting justice and democracy is essential to ensuring inclusion and accessibility for all of us. Let's talk about it. Recently, Jim and I went to the Granny D Walk and Rally, an annual event held by Open Democracy New Hampshire, to honor their founder and shed light on issues that continue to threaten our democracy. This is Olivia Zink, their director.
Well, thank you so much, Pat, and for the work that you do with the disability communities to ensure that they can fully participate in our democracy. It's really important. The New Hampshire has grown in the fact that people can vote with the One for All system, but we still have work to do to expand voting rights for people with disabilities. And it's really important that people know how to either get an absentee ballot or vote independently at the polling place, both on the primary September 13th and for the general election the first Tuesday in November. But it's also more than just voting. I think Granny D, when we walk with Granny D, it's more than just about voting. It's about how do we make sure that we're strengthening democracy and we're fighting for public policy that can strengthen our democracy. And I have my vote with sign language on. I think people have all different barriers to voting, and it's important that no one has a barrier to a ballot, because that's the most fundamental right we all have in our democracy.
Can you talk a little bit about the One for All system?
Sure. The One for All system is a system that the Secretary of State put into place that allows people with disabilities to cast a ballot independently. And there has been some expansions over the years so that folks can vote independently. We still have some work to do, I think, to strengthen that One for All system. And whatever the disability community needs, please reach out to Open Democracy to help advocate for any improvements in those systems.
Thank you so much, Olivia, and we'll have the link for Open Democracy in the notes.
Okay, opendemocracynh.org, and yes, join us for other events and advocacy at the State House after Election Day to ensure that everyone can vote safely.
Thank you. Olivia and Open Democracy are doing amazing work to protect voting rights and our democracy here in New Hampshire. Please reach out and support them in any way you can. More information on the NH One for All program and Open Democracy is in the description. I took video of two other participants at the rally, Heidi Schweiger and Brian Beal. Unfortunately, I'm just getting to know how the video camera on my phone works. I thought I was taking video, but it turned out I was just taking still photos. I'm going to share the stills that I took and tell you what I know about the individual and the organization they represent. This is Brian Beal, host of the American Democracy Minute podcast. This particular day, Brian was leading the group on the Granny D Walk, hence the hat and vest. Most weekdays, he shares fascinating stories of people around our country fighting back against attacks on our democracy. Each podcast is only a minute. They're bite-sized, but they give you a lot to chew on. Please give Brian a listen. You can find his podcast at www.americandemocracyminute.org or by searching for American Democracy Minute on your favorite podcast app. Links are in the description. This is Heidi Schweiger, Executive Director at the Jonathan Daniels Center for Social Responsibility Jonathan Daniels was an Episcopal priest from New Hampshire with an amazing heart for people and a passion for social justice. In August of 1965, he was killed while working to register black voters in Alabama. The center honors Jonathan and his work by housing an exhibit at the Historical Society of Chester County, preserving artifacts and stories associated with him, coordinating public programming, and providing access to educational resources. More information on the center and Jonathan's life is at JonathanDanielsFoundation.org. Find the links in the description. Heidi is a parent of kids with disabilities. She and Jim had a great conversation about attitudes and advocacy. Let's listen. Excuse the loud music. It was really a party atmosphere.
And so then it becomes a conflict for them to have their access or their support.
I am almost 53 years old. I've seen our bad in their last 14 years. It was bad.
Yeah.
I am kind of wondering where is the new generation
Yeah.
of albums
Yep.
coming?
Do you know who Sam Habib is?
Yeah.
So there's a powerful voice and story, and and I think like you're understanding the possibility of social media as a way to amplify your experience and your voice. He kind of, with the support of his family, hit the ground running as a storyteller of his experience. And we need to normalize hearing those stories and loving them and loving the people who are telling them. There's so much fear.
This is what it's all about. Going places we wouldn't otherwise be and having conversations with new people. This is how we learn and change is made. I have to be honest. When I first realized the mistake I made with this video, I almost trashed this whole session. But then I realized part of getting involved in advocacy is making mistakes. It's important to do our best work and keep going. Advocacy and change don't happen in safe spaces. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you're an organization or business in New Hampshire and you want us to highlight you or your event on this channel, please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.